Hey guys, it's the History Nerd, and we are back with another exciting episode of Civ 5 France. So, let's go ahead, hit that next turn button, and see what the future has in store. I think what we're going to need to start doing is preparing for an invasion of Venice. It may sound extreme and a little off the cuff, but I think that's going to be a surefire way to make sure France does well. Is basically my thinking. And if we were able to capture Venice, that would be a good thing. Now they do have puppet states around, so I'm not sure how conquering. Yeah, let's work together. That sounds great. I'm not sure how conquering a city that has puppet states works. Like if their capital would move away from Venice, or if those puppet states would become independent cities. I'm not sure what would happen, but I have a feeling it's going to be worth finding out. Ban luxury furs and embargo Poland. I don't really want to do either of those. Like, why would we want to ban furs? We're not producing furs. I don't even think we're trading in furs. So I'm confused as to why we would want to ban that. And embargoing Poland, that just seems kind of like a dick move. Because, I mean, the Poles, they're not... they're doing better than I am, for sure. Oh, but you got furs. I see what this is. This is like the whole world coming down on Poland being like, screw you. Okay, well... what we can do, because Venice will probably have...
Saluti.
What do you want
Avanti.
for that?
Sta offerta non sarà valida
this
per
is
tanto
backwards.
tempo. Penseghe.
Oh, so... what? So I can't offer to sell him my votes? Well, that's pointless. All right, well then what's the point in even voting? Don't take that into the real world, all right? I mean, there's obvious points to voting, but in this case, what's the point of voting? There doesn't appear to be one. Let's go ahead and put some walls up in Croyer. Because imagine walls would be useful. Sorry for the coughing. I tried to breathe and drink at the same time. Not advisable. I'm sure it'll come back around in a moment or two. Yeah, we have, but I still don't like you, Japan. You really set a bad precedent when you decided to kill me on your first go. And if I remember correctly, we are working towards getting the riflemen. That should be coming after metallurgy. Should be very helpful to upgrade our military. Although Venice is going off and saying, "Hey, you've got
a good knife made of bad steel."
You know, a fairly strong military. So I don't know how critical rifling is going to be, but that's what we're going to go for, because then we can upgrade things, which is good. And then we'll get our archaeologists going so we can start getting some ancient wonders, showing them off in Paris and other French cities, of course. And I mean, that'll be good. That'll help with our tourism, which is really why I'm thinking an attack on Venice is going to be what's needed. Because I think Venice has got like double or triple ours. Yeah, I mean, they're doing very well. If we were able to take most of those great works. Really? Okay, get out of there. That's where you went to explore? You've got an entire world to explore and you're like, no, straight to the poles. And not even like the Polish people, but literally the poles of the planet. Yeah, we'll work together. France can work with everybody. I'm fine playing all sides. No. You're not coming through. So it definitely seems like a happy-go-lucky, wonderful place. Buenos Aires elections rigged. Perfect. They will forever and always be mine. Which is just the way I want it. Yeah, so why up here? What's so appealing about sailing through a whole bunch of ice and snow? I don't get it. Come on down to, like, here. Investigate some of this stuff. That'd be nice. And, oh, those poor Venetian workers. I should just buy that useless chunk of desert and cause them to go someplace else. Although we have open borders, so they're not really stuck. Yeah, we'll keep it going. I'll take a free 15 gold any chance I can get. Oh, really? I'm sorry that it's caused such a grand divide between our peoples, but we'll just have to deal with it. I do have a luxury resource you would like. You want to give me 18 gold up front, 4 gold per turn, and then 2 horses for 30? Okay. Sure. That's free money coming in. I guess it's not technically free, but it's still money. And money makes the world go round, in case, you know, you didn't know. Colombo requires units. They are no longer... Where were they? They were up here? Apparently they're angry with us. They still want our units. So I don't know how that works, but it does. Alright, so where is the first little artifact that we're going to take? I think we're going to have to go with this one. Because it's close to the Japanese, but it's not in their border, so it won't piss them off too much. We'll get our museum on the go. Although, what I'm wondering about... Yeah, no. We got to get our museum on the go. That's fine. I thought I told you. Build a museum. Oh, that was here. You don't need a museum. Not yet, anyway. What you need is probably a Colosseum, now that I'm looking at it, and noticing how neutral our happiness is. So let's go ahead and do that. And just hit that next turn button. Well, that ended that conflict. Oh, man, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. You'll try to return the favor when things are going better for you. I don't think I've ever had a Civ leader come back in a later age and been like, hey, you remember that 500 gold I borrowed from you? Well, here's like 750. Take a little bit of interest. I'm not holding out hope on that. Although I guess really I should just be spending that money, but I'm going to have to be upgrading my troops in 7 turns. So that's going to be good to have, you know, to upgrade everybody. I don't know how much it's going to cost to upgrade everybody to riflemen, but I imagine that it's going to get a little bit expensive. So that's kind of why I'm thinking that. All right, what have we got? Second Congress of Vienna. I'd really, none of this really matters. So all that I care about is that stays. I don't want to embargo Poland, and I don't want to ban luxury furs. I don't think any luxury resources should be banned. I think that's just dumb. So there we go. I'm abstaining. Yeah, that's fine. I'm just going to the meeting. Yeah, we'll do a research agreement. I guess that's, you know, 3/5 of my money coming back, sort of, to me. So we'll do it. And I'm thinking, with an artifact down there, it might be time to negotiate some open borders with Japan. Taking it is going to make them angry. Don't get me wrong. They are not going to be pleased. But I think that's a good idea. And what's also probably a good idea, considering they're building Big Ben, is to get a factory. Okay, so luxury furs are banned. There's absolutely no trading luxury furs now. And even if I'd voted all 3 of my delegates, wouldn't have changed a damn thing, because Venice was like, no more furs. Yeah, construct. Oh, crap. Don't do that. Right? Converts, which can yield a... Okay, which can yield a great work. Whoo! I was worried for a second there. I thought that was going to just build a great site. And then, obviously, the Japanese would take it and get the free culture. Not what I'm looking for. And basically, it was just the Huns and the Aztecs that were like, yeah, let's embargo Poland. Everyone else was, no. Okay. That's fine. I feel okay about the way things went there. Although the ban on furs just doesn't make sense. I don't understand it. Why would you do that? We'll go with a zoo. And I want to check Lyon out. Can I buy you a factory? 1050. It is going to be pricey. So it's either going to be upgrade my entire army or purchase a factory for Lyon. And it might have to be purchasing a factory for Lyon just to get the production up. Get Big Ben going a bit quicker. Because we need some more great wonders. It's a good thing we're friendly. Because otherwise I'd be a little bit concerned with the amount of military forces you've got storming through my lands.
It is well that war.
Let's just make sure here where my mind's at.
My love king.
Just want to make sure that you and I are still good, right? Like, how about a discussion? Okay, we're friends, so I'm just going to leave it the way it is. Get rid of all those annoying things and take a look at what is going to be our next technology. We've got tons of possibilities. I'm thinking we want to go scientific theory, though, because that'll open up quite a lot of important things. Although I do love my artillery. Favorite unit in the game, basically. Well, bombers are pretty good, too. Favorite industrial unit, no question about it. But, you know, fertilizers. Fertilizers would be good for around, Orleans. Fertilizers would be really good for the farms around Orleans because they're shit. A little fertilizer joke there. But I think scientific theory is going to be better. We can get public schools up and we can just do a whole bunch of other stuff, which is going to be good. Scientific theory it is. Doers, what are you going to build? You, my good sir, are going to build probably... Well, yeah, we've got fish there, so we could double it for another one. University. That's what we need. We need the science.
Sta offerta non sarà valida per tanto tempo.
Done. Oh, it looks like we got some more World Congress things to look at. That was not the button I wanted to hit. That was the button I wanted to hit. Cultural Heritage Sites provides +3 culture to its city. Yeah, we'll keep it going. Or Confucianism. So obviously we're going to dump all 3 of our delegates into that. Which means, I mean, that helps me. And that's exactly what I want. But I'm going to talk to Venice and see what they will give me for voting with them, because that is their thing. And it looks like I can do that now. I don't understand when you can or can't. Presumably, when it's the nation presenting the idea, you can go to them and be like, hey, what do you want for the votes? But it didn't look like I could do that last time. The fact that I can do it now, I'm okay with. That's fine. Oh, here I am just wasting time rubbing my eyes. Yeah. What do you want for this? You'll give me 23 golds, you'll give me whales for 30 turns and 3 oil? You already have oil? Accept it. Thank you. I have no use for that oil, except for maybe frying whale in, but it's not the right kind of oil. Regardless, that's what we're going to do, and that's how we're going to vote. I like it. We got some stuff for it. Everything's going great. Oh, and there's already been an ideology. The Huns have adopted the order ideology. So we're going to want to take a look at what the other nations get to. It's one of the advantages to being so far behind in tech. You can sort of pick and choose what your order ideology is going to be, not just based upon the way your civ is going, which it isn't going that well. But we can also pick and choose based upon who is in which group. So we know the Huns are in order. So we're probably not going to go with the order route, which is fine. We don't necessarily need to go that way. But yeah, we'll have to see what comes of it. So let's get you over. Why can't I just like keep putting me in places I don't want to go? Well, I guess we probably should go and investigate up there. Let's do this while I'm remembering and actually upgrade my man. How much is that costing me? 200 gold, my word. Oh, and it looks like French Lance. Oh, crap. Right. Not everybody becomes a rifleman. How much is that costing? 160. Okay. And then we've got another 160 here. And just not quite enough to get another Lancer unit out of you. But, hey, our cavalry's looking pretty good. It went from non-existent to 2 units. So that's a great improvement. We've got our Colosseum up and running, and it would appear that our happiness dropped significantly because of it. So, obviously not because of it, but you know what I mean. We'll get a lighthouse going here. No. We'll get a zoo? No, museum. We'll get a museum. And once that museum finishes, I think it'll be time for another archaeologist, and also time to convince the Japanese that it's okay to open up the borders. It shouldn't take much convincing. They've been wanting that for a while. So. But why iron, Casimir, when I don't need it? When I'd much rather have something like sugar. That makes more sense. I've got 13 iron. I'm not building anything with it. I don't need Polish iron. I need Polish whatever it was I took. Sugar, I think. Calls for faith. Well, you're barking up the wrong tree. Our faith hasn't moved in generations of people. Let's go ahead and upgrade you now that we can, and we'll just tell all you guys, fortify. You can return to your only route. Again, if there is only one route open, I would love it if it auto did that, but that's probably asking too much. We can get a new social policy, so we could go further along into rationalism. Great scientists earn 20% faster. That would not be too bad. An increase in thought or science from universities is good too. And gold from science buildings is also good. What else can we do? We can do a great artist. We could get culture increased by 33% in all cities. Well, that sounds good. And a great wonder, and a golden age. I mean, not a great wonder. It would be nice if I could get a great wonder of my choosing. That's not about to happen. Let's go ahead and get an archaeologist on the go. And hit that next turn button. Alright, Mambanza Congo and Venice are now allies. That means Mambanza Congo is one step closer to being annexed, I do believe. Well, not annexed. Puppeted. The Ottomans are on a denunciation spree. And Mambanza Congo, now that they're allied with Venice, have declared war on Attila the Hun. So, yeah, you got it, Austria. I don't know how you're going to get over here, but come on over. We don't really need the coal. I'm looking for another city site down here. Bananas are good. That would give me another chance at building a chateau, which is always nice. And kind of put us close into that antiquity site, which wouldn't be bad either. We'll have to see. Oh, hello. Lhasa, thank you. Yeah, just go there. We got a couple of island nations kicking around. That's pretty cool. Potential conquest. Although, again, I think the next conquest would have to be Venice. Which is crazy. I mean, we're good friends. It would be ridiculous to invade them, but I don't know how much of a choice I have. And unlike the the long ago ill-fated Ottoman campaign, yes, it couldn't be done with nuclear strikes. It would have to be an actual invasion and conquest and capture, because we need those wonders. Getting that, if it works the way I think it works, right? Like, they got 31. We have 12. That would be huge boost. That would be a huge boost. Because what's 31 plus 12? That's what we'd have. People who like shiny things the most were in second place. So it looks like we got to order an autocracy done. Not sure. Thank you. Just getting ourselves some gold. I likes it. Orleans has done their zoo, so happiness is slowly climbing, which is good. And I think we don't really need the production boost in Orleans unless we start building a fleet. And to be quite honest, a fleet wouldn't be a bad idea. We've got the spare iron. That would be helpful. It would help Orleans a lot. And I do think getting a fleet up on the ocean would be a good idea. Even if we don't wind up invading Venice, we're going to invade somebody. We're going to have to. So, but I mean, really, if we take a look at the cultural victories, right? Even if we go for second place, even if we invade Poland and take all their stuff, we might not get everything. It might take us a long time. We're going to have to wind up capturing too many cities, yada, yada, yada. Venice is perfect. It's a giant city full of culture, and it's just one city hit. Yes, it's the capital of a nation, so diplomatically it's going to be a huge hit. And we're friends, so that's not going to help. But it's going to be worth it, I think. What was your previous route? I would imagine some trade route with the Mayans. And yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it upright. Keep that trade going. There we go. I'm just doing this or not automatically, but, you know, actual micromanaging my fleet, because otherwise it's going to take a turn for the north and just go for the poles, which doesn't help. It doesn't help at all. I need to know the land masses and where places are. Which generally means go in the northern or southern hemispheres, but not the poles. And we should be pretty close to getting that antiquity site done. Yes, indeed, we are. That is wonderful. The Paris Museum, it's kind of sitting empty right now. Head over that way. We got some more land. Enrico Donaldo discovered their recruit. Martini discovered that a Venetian army with naval escorts had set sail for a sneak attack. But we don't know who they're going to attack. Well, it's probably not going to be me. It's probably going to be the nation they're at war with, which I believe is Attila. So, bon voyage. Have fun. But don't... Well, they can't capture cities. So, oh, I guess that's probably where they're headed. But then why a fleet? Doesn't make sense. Furthermore, that is an Attila, so it makes less sense. Yay!
To achieve great things, two things are needed. A plan, and not quite enough time.
That's perfect. All right. We'll send you back to auto-exploring, but I imagine you're just going to jump straight for the poles. Now, what I am going to do is send a couple riflemen down. Just because I don't trust the Japanese, and they're probably going to be pretty pissed off that I'm going after this antiquity site. So if I can have 2 rifleman units there ready to assist, that's better. I'm going to go ahead and build a factory in Lyon. And France is going to get themselves... Honestly, probably an aqueduct would be a good idea for France. It sort of makes me giggle that they don't have indoor plumbing. I've made a discovery. Thank you. All right, choose archaeology. We are going to choose a French artifact. Obviously, artifact will be placed in nearest great work of art slot. Artifact provides +2 culture and +2 tourism. I'm very sure. That should put us up to 14. And what is it? Let's see. There it is. Beads. Beads from the ancient era. So we shall see what this is. And hopefully it'll be something that'll go along with the ancient era. And then we can get sort of a matching bonus in our museum. Because that'll be good to do. We're really not interested in a war with Poland. I realize that that's like the goal of the world right now. Yes! Okay, so this goes against the entire gameplay so far, but if I declare Japan as a friend, then they will get a huge diplomatic penalty if they attack me while I'm stealing their artifact stuff. I'm still going to leave my units there. No, sorry. You guys are a world away, alright? We're not even... Yeah. I mean, we just see your shores now, and I'm gonna be honest with you, those Polish winged hussars there, they're looking pretty intimidating. I don't know if I want to send my forces over there.
Every great...
So you guys can just do your thing. I'm not gonna judge. Alright, yeah. So it's not gonna actually let us go in there? So, hello, friend. Yes, we are friends, aren't we? Friends open their borders to each other, don't they? Yes, they do. Perfect. Joke's on you, Japan. Alright. Let's pick our next research, and we're speeding along to these critical things. Steam power is good, but I think oil is better. Although military science would be good, so would fertilizer and dynamo. Damn my love of artillery. My concern here, though, is just getting into the modern era and getting there as quick as we possibly can. So what we would need is electricity, flight, and dynamite to get... Flight? Electricity, steam power, and dynamite to get flight. I stand corrected. Correct? No. We can go steam power right on into flight. It doesn't make any sense to me. You can't fly a plane with a steam engine. You definitely need internal combustion to do that. Okay, we're gonna go that. We're gonna do that because we need it. We need artillery. And yeah, you know what? I think that's gonna be a good place to leave the video for today. So, thumbs up if you have enjoyed it. Leave your comments, questions, concerns, thoughts, jokes, musings, what have you below. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.